I think anything to do with money is usually a mindset issue, and it's usually something that we've been conditioned to think that money is wrong, money is bad, we shouldn't talk about money. You know, it's so those are all normal things to think and feel, and you don't have to let them define you and define your experience. So I think there's a lot of work that we all have to do, myself included, around the topic of money, because we've been conditioned to feel shame around money and to feel awkward around money. But in terms of, from like a business perspective, what I want to remind everyone of is like, you're providing someone a service that they either can't do themselves or don't have the time to do, and you are making their life and their business easier. And so you have to determine, you know, what is the bare minimum that, when I go into a negotiation, I actually just raised all my rates with my clients, so this is great. When I go into a negotiation with my clients about my rate, well, for a lot of my clients that I've had for quite some time, I just tell them what my rate is going to be. And, you know, they trust me and love working with me, so they're willing to pay it. That wasn't always, not that that wasn't always the case, but when you first start out with a client, they don't have that rapport, you don't have that rapport with them, right? So what I have done in the past is, when I go into a negotiation, I determine what I ideally would love to get paid. And then I kind of determine like, okay, what is the bare minimum that I would be willing to do that feels like a respectable, energetic exchange, like when that I would be willing to receive. And then I go into the conversation, and usually we would end up meeting somewhere kind of in the middle. And the reason that I say that you need to determine what your bare minimum energetic exchange is that you're willing to do is because if you don't charge people enough money for your services, every moment that you spend doing the work for them, you are going to regret, like feel resentful towards them. You're going to hate doing the work. It's going to take you even longer because you're going to have all this like head trash thinking about like, oh, I really don't want to do like X client's work because I'm only getting paid X amount, you know? So if you're charging a rate that feels supportive for you and you feel like you're getting the correct energetic exchange for the energetic output that you're doing, then you won't have that resentment and those, you know, head trash thoughts around like, oh, I really don't want to do this because I don't feel like I'm being valued because I'm not getting paid what I think I deserve. So that's something that I always kind of encourage people when they go into those salary negotiation type conversations or rate negotiation conversations is like, what is your bare minimum energetic exchange that you would feel good receiving, and don't accept anything less than that. And if they aren't willing to meet you at your bare minimum, hopefully they would meet you somewhere in the middle between, or even at your highest, but somewhere between your highest and your bare minimum. If they're not even willing to meet you at your bare minimum, you probably shouldn't be working with them.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.